So we're gonna start with a yellow Sally right there, size 16. There's been way more fish rising now, so kind of just a big rock right out in here. Can't really see it too well, but they're all been grayling so far. There's cutthroat in here as well. I don't think there's any brown or rainbow trout, but we're gonna see what we can catch. So let's get after it. All right, see if we can catch some grayling. They've been rising a little bit further out, but I'm just gonna see if any come up to look at the dry. I feel like that'd be unfair to catch one on my first cast. Dude, there's a cutthroat right here. Cutthroat right in front of us. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Dude.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. A cutthroat just, I don't think you guys saw that. But a Yellowstone cutthroat trout just swam, no joke, 3 feet in front of me. That's incredible. Wow. That was cool. Got one? Cameron's got a fish. Fish on. What is it? Cutthroat? Yeah, I'm gonna come over. All right. Cameron's got a beautiful Yellowstone cutthroat trout. Look at that thing. That's awesome. Nice catch, dude.
Thanks, bro.
I heard a little flick of the line and off he goes.
There she goes.
That's awesome. Good catch, man.
Thanks,
good job. Alright, let's keep getting after it. Oh, little guys, dude. Whole school of them just chased it. I put on a leech, guys. Whole school of fish just chased my leech. Dude, my heart is racing. Holy cow. Dude, I don't know. There's like 15 of them. All right, guys, I missed it on camera. My GoPro is acting up, but I just hooked the grayling, guys, on a squirmy wormy. There it is. My first ever Arctic grayling. Wow. All right, let's get a better look at this fish. Holy cow. All right, guys. Just caught my first ever Arctic grayling right there. It's kind of tough to see that fin because he's got it down, but there he is. Beautiful Arctic grayling. Gonna get some pictures of him and get a release on him. They're beautiful fish. Didn't really go over what I caught that grayling on, but I put on a squirmy wormy because there was a cutthroat sitting right in front of me who was super aggressive. So I started to jig it down there, hoping that he would come up and nail it. And that grayling came out of nowhere and ate it. It was a nice sized grayling too. So definitely happy about that one. That's such an awesome fish to catch. So hopefully we can catch a few more cutthroat or grayling or whatever we happen to get into. All right, Cameron's hooked up. Not sure exactly what he's got, but he's throwing a nymph. Grayling? All right. He's got a grayling too. I actually caught this one on footage. The camera froze up on the last one. Did you catch him on a Prince nymph?
Oh, yeah.
That's a solid grayling.
Dude, that's like a PB grayling right there.
Is it really? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh, sheesh, bro.
Wow. There we go, guys. Really nice grayling.
Right there, guys.
Oh, sick. Awesome. We'll get some pictures and get them back. All right. I'm currently stripping a pheasant tail nymph. Trying to catch these grayling and these cutthroat trout. There's been a lot of cutthroat swimming around like really shallow here, but they're just, they're like super aggressive, but they're not eating the flies. It's weird. Being very picky. Dude, I might do that. I might do that leech to nymph approach.
I think it sounds like a good idea.
I think it is a great idea. Because if they miss it and they come back to look for it, they'll probably see that nymph and go after it.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right, guys, just hooked up with a fish. I think it's a grayling. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's a grayling. He ate the nymph. Just throwing a little muskrat nymph. There we go. We got him. Beautiful grayling. All right, let's go get some pictures of him. Just got another strike from, I think, was probably a grayling. Could have been a cutthroat, but I think it's a I think it was a grayling that hit. We're fishing a drop off right about out in there. This whole bank basically is like fairly shallow, and then there's a big drop off right out in front of us here where it gets much deeper, and it's been a pretty good spot so far. Definitely a lot of fish stacked up like right on the drop off, which is pretty normal. Yeah, just gonna keep letting these nymphs sink really deep, and hoping that these grayling and cutthroat pick it up. There has still been a couple fish rising out in like a lot deeper water, probably 10-12 feet of water. There's been fish rising, but it seems like there's a good number of fish from here at the shoreline all the way out. So there's a lot of fish in here. Yeah, another fish just was way out there. So I'm gonna keep stripping these nymphs in and see what happens. Dude, this is pretty insane. I'm not even kidding, Cameron. I've had like 6 hits over here. I don't like, and it must be really small ones, dude. Like, I'm not like, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm letting it just, they're hitting it as it's sinking. You know, I'm trying to pay attention to that line, but man, it's like, it's tough. I'm getting hit though, for sure. They're eating it. Something out there is eating that nymph. It's definitely not a cutthroat. It's got to be grayling, because the cutthroat I would have hooked up on one by now. They don't eat it that. They don't eat it like that. That's grayling. All right, you guys. I changed up my rig a little bit, so I'm running the woolly bugger on top. I think it's a size 12. Thank you, Tyler, for tying that. I still have it, and that little pheasant tail that I used muskrat dubbing on makes it real buggy. So we're gonna cast it back out there. I'm hoping one of these cutthroat will come up and eat that bugger. The bugger is like I said, I think it's a size 12. So I mean, these fish really should be able to eat it pretty well. See if they come up and chase it. See if I can see what it is. I didn't see anything. Definitely getting rocked though. I put that bugger on. I've been getting hit real good. Dude, that bugger's been getting smashed, dude. I put that freaking bugger on. Like, nailed, dude, big time. Like, hard. Oh, that was a fish. Come on, come back for it. There we go, guys. We're up. We got a grayling. Finally hooked up. It's about time. And he ate the bugger. Thank you, Mr. Grayling. If I can get him in here. I can't net him. There we go. All right, sweet. Get a nice look at that beautiful Arctic grayling. Awesome fish. He ate the bugger. They're going crazy on that bugger. All right, let's get him back in the water. All right, guys, I'm not even kidding. I turned off the camera for 1 second, and very next cast, I got another grayling on the woolly bugger. That's a beautiful grayling. That one's really dark colors. All right, awesome. Get a release on them, and yeah, awesome. Yeah, guys, I really don't know what it is with this woolly bugger, but I got fish on back-to-back casts there you just saw, and yeah, kind of crazy. I kept missing those fish on the nymph, and they hit the bugger so much more aggressively. It's just much easier to tell when I actually have a fish. And I've been getting hit very consistently. I think there's a school of grayling out here. There could be a couple cutthroat mixed in, but I think in general, the fish that are hitting my flies the last 20 to 30 minutes have all been grayling. So yeah, we're gonna keep fishing for these grayling and catch some more of these fish. Grayling have a really weird fight. It's like a it's not much. It's not much. Now I know these are smaller grayling, but it's definitely much different than a trout. It's a lot. There we go. There's a fish. Don't know if this is a grayling or a cutthroat. It's fighting a little differently. It's grayling. Of course, now I say that, this grayling's fighting really good. That's a nice one. All right, another beautiful Arctic grayling. I'm gonna keep hammering them. They just won't stop eating that bugger. All right, guys, just hooked up on another grayling. This is actually back-to-back casts. I actually caught one my last cast, but I did not have the camera on because I've been catching a lot of them. This is my 10th one, so I've just been kind of being very selective with my camera. But as you can see there, beautiful Arctic grayling. Hoping to catch some cutthroat trout, but you know what? The grayling are awesome fish, and it's just really cool to be able to catch these fish. But I'm gonna get this guy off, and hopefully we can catch some more fish. All right, guys, a little midday update. Up to 8 Arctic grayling so far. Had a couple cutthroat eat. I've missed so many fish. It's just an adjustment, stripping nymphs in and woolly buggers. But the fishing has been good, and it keeps getting better. And yeah, still got some time to fish, so I'm gonna keep getting after it, and hopefully we can catch some fish on dries later this evening. When it starts to cool off a little bit and the sun goes down, but until then, we're gonna keep fishing these nymphs and these streamers, and keep catching some grayling. I just caught a really pretty little grayling, probably only about 7 or 8 inches, but it was a really nice one. Just the colors were really, really cool on it. Those younger ones have like par marks and stuff, just like trout. But I got a hit on my very next cast. So I'm gonna bring you in here and see if we can catch one live. Now up to 11 on the day. All right, guys, right as I turned the camera off, I got absolutely hammered by a very nice grayling. Right there. There he is. That's a really nice grayling. Definitely one of the bigger ones of the day. But man, those fish are pretty. All right, I'll get some pictures of them and get them back. Awesome. Might have to stick with these nymphs and buggers for a little while before I switch over to the dries. All right, guys, just gonna give you a final update. Basically finished up the day. We got about 45 minutes left of fishing. I'm up to 17 grayling. I'm gonna try to catch 3 more to make it 20 on the day. But overall, a great day. I mean, I had so many strikes from grayling. If it wasn't for their nature and like the way they hit your flies, I probably would have caught like 30 today. So it's crazy, you know, a fish that to me is elusive, and it is elusive. I mean, they are, you got to go really high in the mountains to find them, but just incredible that I was able to catch that many. So couldn't have asked for much better up here in the mountains at 9,000 feet. So just gonna keep fishing next 45 minutes, and yeah, it's gonna do it. All right, guys, just hooked up with another grayling. little smaller one. He ate the nymph. I'm getting a really like good balance between the nymph eaters and the streamer eaters, but nevertheless, another beautiful Arctic grayling. Not going to keep them out of the water for too long. These fish are definitely more sensitive than trout. So I'm gonna get a quick release and go after some more. All right, we just finished up fishing for grayling, and let's just say it was one heck of a day. Did a 4-mile hike up here. I don't know how many feet elevation.
Too many.
Yeah, too many, as Cam said. And it's just a great day of fishing. Cam caught a bunch of grayling, and he also caught 2 cutthroat trout. I caught 20 grayling, so I hit my mark that I wanted to get to, and that doesn't even include all the other ones that slipped away. So just unreal, you know, to go out and catch a new species, and then on top of that, catch so many of them. It's such a cool place. So it's gonna wrap it up, and hope you guys enjoyed, and till next time.